Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Wow.
For our regular listeners, they may have noticed that was not our intro music.
Not our theme song. But we just wanted to surprise you for 2018.
Yeah,
Surprise.
Right.
Surprise. Surprise party.
Surprise. We don't have our...
Yeah. No, actually, I reorganized all my music, and the one thing that I didn't put on my iPod or iPad was our theme music. I mean, I've got all this other good stuff, like tons and tons of great music, but somehow that elusive theme song
just slipped away.
Yeah.
That's okay. I liked this.
No, that was fun. That was Patrick Ross.
Patrick.
That was Soldier's Joy.
Yeah.
That's a good
We clogged
start.
that.
Fantastic.
Anyhow, I was going to spell the S word SHT because... So my little niece, of course, isn't allowed to swear, so she thinks that spelling, like us, spelling them means you can get away with it. But she can't spell either, so she's like, ugh, that looks like SHT. So now I do that.
Oh, she thinks that's the proper spelling.
Right. She sort of missed that there was an I in that word.
We don't need vowels.
Oh.
You really can slip right over a vowel if you're fast.
Right.
So...
Oh, boy, it's windy in my seat over here.
I just want to say again, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I brought you a present.
Oh, God.
No, I don't.
I had a present for you this morning, and I put it on my Christmas tree just so I wouldn't lose it because it was very small.
That's illogical.
It's a hanging baby. It's a hanging baby in a walnut shell.
Oh, I love it.
And
I want it.
And I said to myself like 16 times this morning, don't forget to grab the hanging baby and stick it in your purse. But then I forgot the hanging baby in the walnut shell.
Okay, well,
so I'm sorry.
I feel as long as I know that it's there, I feel really good. But what I got you, see, you notice that I have this display with a glove that's standing oddly upright on the desk.
It's now our upstanding winter gear. Oh, what's in there?
It sounds like Scrabble pieces.
Those kind of.
Or Boggle.
Or Chiclets.
Boggle or Chiclets. Oh, God, you're psychic. I was going to give you some gum. Here.
Oh, I just spit my gum out.
Oh, we'll have some more.
Well, I'll put it right here for afterwards.
You don't need to spit your gum out just because we're...
This is that healthy gum, isn't it? This is that, like, peely gum.
Let's see if we can...
Wait, say the real word. Say it.
I don't know how to say it. Pilu?
Pilu?
Pilu gum?
Peely gum?
No, Pilu. It's
Pilu gum.
Pilu.
Peppermint Blast.
Yeah, so I just thought...
That sounds like a weather forecast.
We could...
Everyone, there's going to be a very severe peppermint blast.
With a cyclone attached.
What is with this?
I don't know. What is
Bob
it?
Cyclone?
I don't know.
Are
what
they
that
just
is.
making SHT up now?
Yeah, now they're just making stuff up.
I don't remember. Okay, maybe it's because there was no internet and there was no global warming so much when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But every weather forecast is so extreme. All summer long, they're going to be like, there is fatal cloud to ground lightning coming, severe weather warning, flash floods, Arctic blast, cyclone bomb, severe fatal
and also
cloud to sky.
Everything has a name, so you have to be scared of it. Like it's not only it's not just a phenomenon, but it's like a person that's coming to get you.
Yeah, we're personifying the weather,
and that's scarier. It's like somebody that's doesn't want you to survive.
What is that about, though? Did they
like
invent
a blizzard named
cyclone bomb or bomb cyclone?
A blizzard named Jim.
See, I'm not scared of a blizzard named Jim.
You're not?
No,
I am. That's scary.
All the Jims I know are pretty decent fellows. So,
well, okay.
I think
whatevs.
Totes,
man. Let's say totes more in 2018.
You said it plenty in 2017. Thank you very much.
I want to say it more, and I keep wanting to say it. I don't know why. I think it's like I'm catching up with something that I missed.
You're behind, okay? It's already done. It's done. It was done a long time ago. Ask any high schooler.
So yesterday.
Oh, one of my upstanding gloves fell over.
Can I say that? That's so yesterday. That's another thing that you could say.
Right.
Totes. That's so yesterday.
That's so yes.
But it's... How many people my age would even say that? So give me some credit.
Yeah, true.
Please.
I
just credit me.
The one I can't stand is people say adorbs instead of adorable, but that's not the one I can't stand.
Yeah,
What is it?
I never said that.
Shoot.
I don't think
it's
I
a
can
really
say
irritating one. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't say adorbs. I won't say that like for 5 years, and then maybe I'll try it after it's done.
You just said it.
Adorbs.
Yeah. It's
That's
growing on you.
adorbsable. No, I don't think that's how you say it.
Oh, cray cray. That's what I hate.
Oh,
I hate that one.
somebody's cray cray.
Can't deal with it. It
Yeah.
sounds like a crustacean.
It does. Sounds like crayfish.
Yeah. Can't.
That's
don't-
what I think of.
I don't care. That
Well,
one's
that's-
not coming out of
That's
my
because a
mouth.
lot of people today didn't grow up with crayfish like we did.
Right. The global warming is taking
I
them.
used to be so scared of crayfish
Away.
in a swimming hole.
Well, it's because you read Little House on the Prairie where
Yeah.
where they get their toe pinched.
Exactly.
Or Nellie Olson gets her toe pinched. It's got to be a crayfish, right? Because where are they? It's not like there's freshwater lobsters in the creek in Minnesota, right?
Right.
So it had to have just been
And
a
I think
really hard-ass crayfish.
It's also creepy. Their coloration is creepy. They're
Yeah.
almost clear.
Yeah.
They're not really a color.
And then they leave their little exoskeletons around.
Oh.
No, they don't leave them. I think birds just eat their innards out and then they're left.
That's so sad. It's
Yeah.
so sad.
But those other things you see on the rocks, I think those are crawdads. No, are crayfish and crawdads the same thing? Yeah. But you know those things you see? The little, like,
No.
it looks like a cricket, but it's not. It's all dried out. They actually shed, I think they're outside. So I don't think birds ate them. Those things that are all dried up on the rocks next to creeks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
No, I know leeches. I know slugs.
No, this is some sort of crispy thing.
No,
I mean, it's not mush. It's not mush like a slug or a leech. They don't have any, like...
You're talking about another creature that has an exoskeleton.
Yeah, and it's like, it sheds, and it turns into something else.
But I don't care.
And then it's
It's
stuck to the
winter.
rock, and you have to
Everything's
kind of,
like-
like, pry it off with a little stick.
Everything's sleeping now.
I'm just trying to warm myself up by thinking of,
Well, guess what?
creepy crawlies that
Guess what?
come out in the summer. What?
I took down my Christmas tree before Valentine's Day.
Dang it. I was also going to ask you, you didn't take down your Christmas tree yet, because I was
Yeah.
going to give you this hanging baby. But I guess it
Oh,
can
shoot.
be packed away until
Well,
next
you know
next
what?
year. You
Because
can
all the
put it-
Christmas ornaments are packed away, so I have to hang it. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, you can keep it someplace.
Listen, because I taped the boxes shut, so
Oh,
I can't
bad
put.
move,
I
Christina.
can't put the baby in, so I'm going to have to hang the baby in the kitchen
Okay.
all year
All right.
until Christmas comes again, and then I can hang it on next year's tree.
Okay.
So I'll enjoy the hanging baby all year,
Oh, great.
which it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did take down the tree.
Okay.
But I felt, as I was dragging this carcass out into the cold winter air, I felt super guilty this year.
so it is wasteful of
I
us
think
to
when-
cut down whole trees. Just
Yeah,
for-
and I think vegetarians evolve to the point where everything upsets them. I mean, I'll probably just die of guilt eventually because the burden of everything that I've harmed. So I was feeling super guilty about the tree. I left it outside to freeze to death, and then I came in and I saw this little fly crawling across the floor, and I looked at him and I said, "I'm going to let you live, my friend." And so
You've
fly,
redeemed yourself.
yeah, I just forgot about the fly and
the world of-
let him live.
Cosmic.
But
karma.
on the other hand, last Saturday there was in the studio there was a hornet during a session.
Oh, don't let him live.
Well, I stopped the session. I mean, there was 5 people there. I stopped the session. I went and got my water glass and a CD, which is what I catch them with.
Yeah.
And I caught the hornet and I put it out the window. Now, what do you think about that? Just from a kind of...
Why don't you just... Now you're causing suffering. You should have just squished
But
it.
it's an insect. Insects don't care about temperature. They can live, if...
I don't think he can live. I think he's goner.
Well, if he can go sleep in the sleeping place where the hornets go.
Well, he doesn't know where that is now.
He should,
It's
for
all
God's
covered
sake.
in snow.
Well, if he didn't
No.
go... He should have...
Hornets are bad. Hornets, I told you before, are the skinhead of the insect world. You just get rid of those. Those are bad. They're bad.
I did get rid of it.
I don't think they even pollinate. I don't think they do anything.
I gave him a chance. He can go
Except
find
for-
his friends.
Fall out of light fixtures and sting you on the face at night. That's what they do. They're evil. He can't go find his friends. He doesn't have any friends because he's a hornet. No one loves him.
Don't talk that way.
I will, because that's the truth of the matter.
You're just being so, this is the problem with human beings is they think they're so superior. You're just exhibiting that on the radio right now.
I don't do any harm to them until they harm me.
It's like you've got
They have no reason to sting me.
you have a neon sign on you flashing human being, look, beware right now. Human being.
Right, but they why would they just land on me and automatically sting? What's the point of that?
It's your fault for being there. They were just minding their own business.
No. No.
You're threatening their
All right, we'll agree to
territory.
disagree about the hornets.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wasps as well, I don't care for.
Okay.
So,
Whatevs.
there's a severe wasp warning.
Adorbs. Adorbs.
See, I knew that was
You're so adorbs. Is that what you say? Is that how you say it?
Adore is breathing in and out. Yeah, I think, or you say that's so adorbs or whatever. Oh, adorbs. Or like an exclamation.
Oh, you're cray-cray.
No, you can't say that one. That one's not allowed.
I'm going to say it a lot.
No, Christina, that's the worst.
I have to. I have to get it out of my system. I'm so pent up. You know what I mean? I'm chronically pent up. I'm going to change my ways in 2018 with some anti-resolutions.
Cray-cray.
Yeah, I am. I
didn't make any resolutions because I'm a jerk like that.
Yes, but you know what you can do? You can make anti-resolutions. And I think that's a better course of action.
I'm going to give blood all year because I weigh enough now. I'm super fat, so I can give blood.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks. Yeah, I was really unhappy when I looked at the scale.
And so you said immediately, I'll go give blood.
No.
If
but
that's
John
the
was
outcome,
making his appointment. I was like, oh, well, I'm fat enough to do it now, too.
Awesome.
So
you guys are maturing well as a couple.
Right, yeah.
I think these are decisions that only people...
I do feel guilty. Like, John gives blood a lot. Like, he gives blood, like, as much as you can give blood. And he has that special magic blood that everybody can have. Yeah. And I have just stupid blood, like A something. But every time we go to give blood, I'm sitting there, and I have to sit there, and it's like they keep calling names, and I never get up, and I feel like everyone in the waiting room thinks I'm some sort of, like, jerk who's just refusing to give blood or afraid or whatever, and then we leave. And I even eat some of the cookies. I even eat some of the cookies that are set there for the blood.
You could
givers.
be somewhere where there's nobody.
And I've always felt guilty.
I know. You just feel guilty wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You just feel like guilty for existing.
But I also feel guilty by being like, I don't weigh enough.
You didn't make that rule.
No, I know I didn't make that
did.
rule, but I feel like people think I'm smugly pleased that I don't weigh enough, so I don't have to go get stuck.
You're assuming that people are judging you. So in 2018, this is your anti-resolution. I will not assume that people are judging me. And if you start thinking that way, just stop it.
I think they are, though.
Just quit that now.
Anyway, well, the point is, I can eat the cookies in earnest now, and needles don't bother me, so I can give the blood, eat the cookies, all in good faith. And if people look at me like, why are you sitting there? I can be like, it's because I haven't been called yet.
This just bodes well.
I think so, doesn't it?
Because I feel that we have moved into a whole new, we are expanding into a new fifth dimensional
and
universe.
A new size of jeans, too.
No,
so
I told you about...
all around.
I told you how we're going to segue from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. This is probably part of that.
My butt is verging on, like, fifth dimension.
Yeah.
Here.
Doesn't it feel good? More cushioning, more warmth.
You know what? It's not warmer. I thought that a bigger butt would be warmer, but it's not. It's actually, if you feel it, I'm not going to make you right now, but it feels cold. It's like it's like dead person skin.
I just thought of what I can get you for next Christmas.
A butt warmer?
No, a subscription to Modern Maturity.
No, you can't.
You're so mature. I can't even. I'm devolving to a younger age, and yet you are rapidly becoming what I have been. You see?
Yeah.
It's cray-cray.
Okay, I'm going to go look at my list now so that we can just...
So Anna texted me, this is my daughter Anna, and she said she had her New Year's resolution, and it was to create her own happiness in 2018. Now, isn't that...
That just shows how young she is.
No, I said, she said, what's mine? And I said, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, you stealer of resolutions.
No, it was close to what I was in the ballpark.
Whatevs.
I want to be happy. What's wrong with that? Don't you? Come on. You could be more happy. Couldn't you be more happy in 2018? I could be, certainly.
Yes.
You could, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, look at me.
I'm looking.
I could be more happy.
I'm sort of averting my eyes, but...
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to be. And I'm going to stop being so pent up.
Good. Okay. Great.
and I'm going to chew gum while I'm DJing because
I noticed that.
I just feel oppositional. I stuck it back in the.
I know it's not making the squish noises
It's
anymore.
up.
So you've got a good situation.
It's making me have a little more saliva in my mouth, and I hope that's not driving some people crazy.
Can't hear it.
But it just seems to be helpful for 2018 to have a more
Relaxes her.
Yeah. So let's go with that.
Okay.
So if you think you're too fat,
just give blood.
yes, or just stop thinking you're too fat because I don't want anybody to do that in 2018.
I don't think I'm too fat. I just think I'm fat.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people now. It's
I
not
don't even
all
think,
about you.
You know what? I don't even think I'm fat. I'm just fatter. And I'm
Thank you for that clarification. I think that's an important clarification
It
to
is.
make because you are not too fat. Because you insult people who actually have more weight when you say something like that.
And when I speak about my body weight, I'm not speaking comparing to other people. I'm speaking like everybody has a place that feels healthiest for them. I'm not, and it doesn't matter if it's over what everyone else is telling you it should be.
No, but I think
I'm at a place that's over where it feels healthy. Oh no, she's raising her hand.
Can I speak?
What? Yes.
It's that my contention is that some of that, where we decide is too fat is somewhat culturally determined and brainwashed into us. It's not like, oh, here's my perfect healthy weight. I think that's kind of a, cop out.
No, yes, I do. But as a person who does physical things for a living, I can tell the difference when my body gets to a certain point where it feels more sluggish, and I know that that's a point that's a little too heavy for me.
It's an energy thing.
It's an energy thing for me.
Okay.
And I'm not meaning to be insulting, being like I'm fat, because technically, I am
You're
thinner
great.
than like 90% of everybody that I know.
Yeah.
But so it's not that. It's just that I do something that requires me to be a certain weight, and when I get over that, it's really harmful to me and to my profession. What? Why?
I like the system where I raise my hand so you know that I'm trying. No,
I've been a teacher. I totally am shut down by your hand. I don't know why.
I love your honesty. I love your honesty. No, that's what I wanted to say is I think I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying in 2018.
And I don't look at other people who weigh more than me and think like, oh, you're even fatter. I don't even think that way about other people. I never, ever look at people and look at their body size unless you're like, oh God, that person needs 17 chairs. Like,
right.
That's something you can't help looking at because you are worrying about
how they feel,
and how they go about regular day stuff. And that's just something that
right.
throws you off. But
right.
I don't look at curvier people or heavy people and think, fat. Never, ever.
I know.
I just think like,
I'm sorry.
It's hard for me to do this or that. And I'm a clothes hog. And when all my clothes don't fit, it's a pain in the butt.
Okay. This is a great opportunity to segue to snow pants.
Yeah, I love yours.
Don't you like them?
Yeah.
And of course, when I put on my snow pants this morning, because I had to go shovel out the car pretty early, it suddenly sort of reminded me of the basic rule of thumb of snow pants. Is that as soon as you put them on, you need to go pee.
Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what age. It's sort of all age groups apply.
I love to walk around in snow pants because they go swish, swish, swish.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have thigh back gap, they really swish. It's great.
Yeah. I'm glad you like mine because I like them.
They're quilted. They're just like my grandpa's.
Yeah.
But I think I have
They're
them
a little
now.
old school.
They're awesome.
Okay, so we have to go to a song.
Oh, yeah. And we do have other songs, even if we don't have our theme music.
Yeah, we'll try. I guess we'll have our theme music back next week, or we'll go with something new. I don't know. We could do whatever we want in 2018.
That's true.
Because it's our world.
It's a new year.
We're going to make our own reality this year for a change.
Okay.
All right?
What are you going to play now?
Okay, this is... God, who is this? We'll find out.
I thought you made everything all super... You were like bragging this morning. Look, I made everything all super organized to have my playlist.
It's a long story that's boring. But after the song plays, I can tell you who it is.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Looking at the towers on the mountain, high above this town, wondering who they're talking to, and if they can hear the sound of the demolition as the walls come tumbling down. Till all that's left is the foundation, and we start breaking ground. Used to be the only thing to fear was fear itself. Somehow in 70 years we've learned to fear everybody else. So many threats to address, our security and our wealth. It's time we face our faith and redeem ourselves. 'Cause even if all the institutions fall, we still got something to believe in. Looking back as far as I recall, each other's all we ever needed. Looking up at old glory, searching for a sign of the collective fame we seem to have lost overnight. A little bit of humanity that we could stand behind. And even in our darkest hour, I can see a star shine. And even if all the institutions fall, we still got something to believe in. And looking back as far as I recall, each other's all we ever needed. So many years since we filled the lawn of the monument, since Dr. King dreamed and we dared to share the sentiment. We've been waiting for somebody to lead us to an end. But if I know my history, the people began the movement. And even if all the institutions fall, we still got something to believe in. Looking back as far as I recall, each other's all we ever needed. Even if all the institutions fall, we still got something to believe in. Looking back as far as I recall, each other's all we ever needed. Each other's all we ever needed.
Okay, that was Nolan McKelvey.
Good job for figuring
And-
that out.
Yeah, he used to be a Stockbridge resident. I believe he lived in Gaysville. He worked with Bo.
I lived in Gaysville.
Yeah, he used to make music with Bo, and then he moved to Arizona. So,
He's warm now.
yeah, he's warm now. He's still playing, and he's got a bunch of music. So I'm going to be featuring it this year in 2018 because I finally got his albums onto my stupid frickin' iPad. So he's such a nice guy, and he's a great
Christina
musician.
Spent a few days upgrading
Yeah, I did.
her system.
Yeah,
Her musical storage system.
I had inherited my mom's old computer, which I had bought my mother years ago, and then my mother lost her ability to use a computer, and so it came back to me. I didn't quite know what to do with it. I tried to give it to you, but it's a little bit older. You know, it's an iMac, but it's a little bit older. But I realized I could put all my music on it, so now it's my dedicated music iMac.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I got everything organized.
Where did you put it?
It's sort of behind the couch. My living room looks like a office.
It's behind your living room couch?
Yeah, my living room is my office because the wood
Like it's
stove
in the
is
hallway,
there.
sort of? I mean, in that...
Yeah, there's a long table behind the couch, and
yeah.
it's sitting right there.
Okay.
It's kind of weird, but it works.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No one's judging you. Remember?
Thank you. I love not being judged. I mean, it just makes me feel cray-cray. But one thing...
I'm going to judge you for saying that word pretty soon.
Okay. I just want to annoy you thoroughly and see how far I can go with this. But,
oh, boy.
Anyway, my button is bigger than your button, so just want to make sure that you know that in case you were getting any ideas.
Oh, my God. You go ahead and have a bigger button.
Okay.
Because my butt is bigger than yours, so...
Okay. Oh, here's a spelling challenge. Well, kind of.
What?
Okay.
Are you going to judge me?
No. You know the phrase bear with me?
Yeah.
Which is it, bear or bear?
It's the bear, like the animal.
How'd you know that?
Because I've made that mistake before, and it's not the bare naked one. It's just not. That's stupid.
Okay, let's skip ahead to
That's not a spelling challenge. That's more of a...
Well, it challenged me. I didn't know which one it was.
It's not a grammar challenge either. What is it?
Stop.
What is it called when there's more than one spelling for a word and you get the wrong one?
It's English. It's just how English is.
So it's just
such
an English quiz
confusing...
you gave me.
Yeah, I did. How about this? How about a
who I judge?
poker quiz? Sorry.
I do judge people who can't figure out which there it is or which any of those things. I do judge those people.
How and what do you feel?
You learn that in damn second grade, people, or something. What do I feel? I feel like they weren't paying attention, and you have a million opportunities to learn that as an adult. It's presented to you correctly 100 billion times a day. So how can you not know which there to use?
Because if you don't write, you don't use it, you don't commit it to paper, it's very hard to remember for some people.
But in this world of typing, computers everywhere, are you really going out there at your job and writing the wrong there?
People write quickly. Have you ever done that?
Gross.
You're writing online and the wrong one comes out, the wrong version, because that happens. So that I can kind of understand. But if you're actually trying to publish something, it should never appear. I mean, you should be able to proofread something like that.
I recently used the wrong adjective or something, and then I felt really dumb later because I was just typing fast, and I said somebody was feeling a certain way, and then later someone was like, caught that word and said, "What on earth do you mean by that?" And then I looked back and I said, "Whoa, that was not the word I meant to type." Oh, I said squiffy. I said somebody was feeling squiffy.
That's what you meant? Squiffy?
No, I didn't mean squiffy.
What did you mean?
I wrote squiffy. I meant to write like huffy.
Oh, I like squiffy.
Yeah, but squiffy means that you're like sort of intoxicated.
Really?
Yeah, and I was referring to one of my children, so obviously they weren't intoxicated.
How do you spell squiffy?
Squiffy.
I never ever heard that word, ever.
It's like huffy and squall and squeam. I don't know. It's
what?
Like
You made it up?
No, I didn't. No, it's a real word.
Did.
I did not. You look it up right now. But
squiffy. Come on.
It's very British. British people are always squiffy.
My mother's English. She never said squiffy.
Okay, all right. And we're having to look it up. Although every time I put my phone on the internet, it suddenly starts spinning like it's one of those Wheel of Fortune wheels telling me that I want a free iPad, and I know I didn't, and it's some sort of stupid virus.
What, don't you want a free iPad?
No,
never click on those. And people, don't do all those quizzes online on Facebook. Just don't do them, because the only reason those quizzes exist is to get your eyes on some advertising. You go to the quiz and, oh, this is so much fun, I'm doing this quiz. Meanwhile, in the sidebar, they're throwing advertising at you. But what? Squiffy. Oh, you're right. Squiffy.
Slightly drunk.
Slightly drunk. I love that. I'm going to use that.
Okay. But anyway.
You look positively squiffy. It's great. I'm going to try it.
I also hate every message I'm getting on Facebook lately tells me to, share it 10 times with other forwarded on those forwarded forwarded messages.
I don't do those either.
No.
I just don't, because everything that's kind of mass social engineering that Facebook is trying to prompt you to do is the reason behind it is always advertising, like they're trying to make money.
I love to make lists, so I almost sometimes drawn into those things.
Sure.
Where they're like, copy and paste, list your...
Yeah.
It's like, how many tattoos have you had? How many marriages have you had? How many this? How many that? What's your pets? It's all... Is anybody hello? I mean, as fun it is to make lists, all those things that they're asking you, those are your security questions. Like, whenever you forget some passwords, like, don't answer them. They literally ask you your pet's name and your first grade teacher and stuff like that.
I know, and I got yesterday. I got prompted to buy a password manager, which makes a lot of sense because I actually have a document of about 8 pages long with all my passwords. But,
and mine too, because I can't keep track of them.
But here's how paranoid I am. I just figure like this is like getting me to do to have my DNA analyzed. It's like you send in your DNA. Well, now they have your DNA,
and now they're going to decide
now
that all Greek
have
people
all
need to be gone.
That's right, and it's just the new version of old attempts at genocide. And, I'm exaggerating because...
I like your conspiracy theories, though.
I'm very into conspiracy theories.
So is my kid.
Yeah.
He's obsessed. Everything is a conspiracy.
Well, I'd say half of them are true. That's kind of my kind of ballpark thing, is about half of them are true.
Maybe.
So the CIA evidently developed that term, conspiracy theory, after JFK was shot, because they wanted anybody who was questioning that to be considered cray-cray. Sorry. But wait, I wanted to tell you this poker term.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot.
Okay.
I interrupted so long ago.
It's a very cool poker term, and I think we should all kind of work it into our vocabulary somehow.
Okay.
It's called running good. You heard that?
No.
I
don't play a lot of poker,
like it.
But...
Well, the essence of it is that it's like that you have a winning hand when you were supposed to be losing. So it's luck. It's basically you're lucky.
Oh, I like shoot the moon.
Good.
Although I don't know if that's a poker term.
Shoot the moon. What does it mean? Go for broke?
There's some game, maybe it's hearts or something. It's like you either have to land right on the actual number that you're supposed to get, like 21. Maybe it's 21.
Oh, I know what it is. It's that one with the ball and the rods.
No, this is just cards, I think. And or you can shoot the moon, which means you have to get like 6,000 more points than everyone else, and then you can win too.
Well, did you ever have that
Two
game?
ways to win. Like you lose so bad that you win.
Really?
It's like golf.
Okay.
You want to stay under par or be as close to it as possible. Or you can shoot the moon, which just means you like wipe everyone out because you lost so bad you have so many more points. What game is that? Now I'm going to look it up. See, what would I do without my trusty little virus phone here?
I remember this game called Shoot the Moon where you had these 2 steel rods and you had a big metal ball. And so that rolled up and down and you try to drop it into these little wooden pockets underneath,
That's called pool. I mean,
no. I can't describe it well enough, but somebody out there probably remembers what I'm talking about. But that had Shoot the Moon was you should try to get it in the most elusive spot.
This is annoying. It's a movie, so that's what's coming up.
Yeah,
okay,
let's shoot. Let's get...
Oh. It's hearts, spades, and I don't know how to...
Pinochle.
No, it's EUCHRE. What's
Eucharist.
that?
No, that's... Wait a minute. Isn't that something like like breaking the bread in the church? The Eucharist?
I am not Catholic.
Wait, spell it again.
EUCHRE. Euchre?
Oh, euchre. That is, I can see.
In trick-taking card games such as Hearts, Spades, and Euchre, Shoot the Moon is a description for an end condition where one player or team has performed a difficult task of ending the round having taken a threshold number or all point cards in their tricks.
Okay, I got a good word for you.
Okay, what?
Since we're on the words,
that was totally pointless.
We're on a roll here with the words. I learned this word from somebody on Facebook the other day. My friend Paul Hewitt. Is he your friend too?
Yep.
Did you see the word that he brought out?
I don't think so. I've not been on Facebook as much as I usually am.
It's spelled Frisson, and it's pronounced frisson. Frisson, and it's a condition where that's elicited from an emotional response that becomes physical. So you feel chills in your body from listening to, say, a piece of music that moves you.
Sometimes my scalp crinkles.
Yes,
and my spine does that thing. When
that's
I'm like,
called frisson.
Oh,
So now you know, thanks to Paul Hewitt.
good.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool word. It's kind of because it has that sound of the FR makes you think of chill, freeze, or freezing, frisson.
Yeah.
But the frisson, I don't know.
Sounds like soda. Soda.
Yeah, fizzy, like it's fizzy.
Yeah.
Because that fizzy feeling is a good feeling. Just like when you watch bubbles, when you pour the Pellegrino into the glass and it comes rising up to the top and it's kind of doing this dance with the lime, right? And it makes this incredible sound.
You're a very intense little person, aren't you?
God help the person who ever ends up with me, right? Yeah, no, gotta deal with this on a daily basis.
Christina, it's almost lamb time. I really... although I don't want it to be lamb time anytime soon because that's not safe, but...
Yeah.
They're making up their udders, those sheep.
Wait.
And I said, no, stop it. Don't make up udders right now.
Sorry, I'm just raising... Does it really bug you when I raise my hand?
No, it's actually quite helpful.
I had a question.
It shuts me off
which
for a
is,
second.
you just said you used a phrase which I hadn't heard before about the udders.
Udders.
The sheep udders.
They're making udders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like a normal sheep just walks around looking like a sheep. But when they're close to giving birth, their udders get all full. And you can notice them all of a sudden. And it's called they make an udder so that they're ready.
Do we do that too?
Yes, I think.
That's cray-cray.
I don't think ours are quite as cray-cray as the sheep one. And that's how you know. And you can almost tell when it's going to happen by the size of the udder. So you can get within a...
Adjust my clothing.
Did you ever, when you were nursing your kids, I would walk around in a grocery store, and this even after maybe my kids were almost done nursing, another baby would start to cry, and they would like leak.
Yeah.
Oh, that was embarrassing, sorta.
Yeah.
It was less embarrassing for me because, see, being a small-chested person, I always wore padded bikini tops when I went swimming.
I see.
And see, they have these little foam inserts, so when you get out of the water, and then you pull like your t-shirt back on again, there would always be huge wet spots as the foam, like if you pressed against it, it would like drain because it was like a sponge. You were wearing a sponge in your bra, and so there would always be, So I always kind of looked sort of leaky ever since the beginning of time.
Thanks for sharing.
Right? Yeah. Good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no ski runners today.
I was so glad.
Me too.
Because that means we can have hot chocolate.
We could.
We all need excuses to have hot chocolate with each other. And we should hot chocolate each other all as much as we can. So that's another thing for 2018.
Right.
Hot chocolate, your friends.
More sugar.
Sure.
I was just resoluting to not have as much sugar, but I will make exceptions for hot chocolate. Sugar is what gives you cancer, basically. I've pretty much figured it out now. I think that's what's wrecking everyone's health, is just plain sugar. I don't think it's the fad. I don't think it's yes, chemicals, but I think combined with sugar is what is doing all the badness.
Okay.
But I don't care. I'll have some cocoa. We're all got to die of something, Christina.
Well, that's it. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Let's have as good a time as we can with some self-destruction involved because it's hard to avoid.
Have you noticed that a lot of people have been walking across the parking lot today? Like, where are they going?
I don't look that way.
Oh, well, I can see them. There's
I look at
person
you.
after person. Look, here comes another one. What are they doing?
For some reason, it's just not very interesting to me.
Well, it's interesting to me because they're just walking straight down into nothingness. All that's down there is a ball field and maybe they're going to the gym, but I doubt it.
Okay, I could tell you something way more interesting than that.
All right, what?
And I don't know, you might know this already because I referred to it on Facebook, but I learned a lesson about having an unused sink in my house.
Oh,
yeah. So this utility sink on my third floor, I put it up there on the third floor when I was renovating my house, and because I wanted my studio to be a multi-purpose studio. So if I decided I wanted to do painting, I would have
wash a dog.
Yeah, I'd have a utility sink. Although I've got that big sink in the kitchen that fits a child.
Right.
But anyway, this is a kind of a plastic utility sink up there. But I haven't been using it very much, and so if you don't use a sink, you know what happens? The water in the trap evaporates, and when it gets super cold like this, the cold air starts pushing down on the warm air, and all the septic gas comes through the trap because there's no water in it.
I bet your clients really loved your studio.
Well, I was just barely smelling it on Saturday when I had this big session, but it wasn't enough for me to figure out that something was amiss. And then after they left, it got like 100 times worse. Thank goodness it waited.
Yeah.
And then I was like stricken with the smell for about 24 hours before it dawned on me what was going on. And then all I had to do was run water and fill the trap again. And
you are smart. I don't know if I would have figured it out for much longer.
Well, I tried a new approach to solving an engineering problem, which is to try to clear my head and just kind of put the question on the back burner of my mind and just let it sit there and percolate for like half a day. And I consciously did that. And I tell you, the answer just popped in at a certain moment. It just came.
Well, we had the exact same similar smell flood our house this week. And I racked my brain to think what it was. And I never could come up with it. And you know what it was?
What?
It was just plain old John eating sauerkraut. It was so gross.
Wow.
I hate sauerkraut.
I used to hate it as a kid. I would go hide.
Oh, my God.
I would hide in the bathroom.
Yeah.
When I smelled sauerkraut coming, like heat it up. Does he heat it up?
Whatever he did.
It's 100 times worse when you actually cook it.
Oh, God, it was
so bad. And I would run to the bathroom and shut the door and hide and cry.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
That's the kind of kid I was. Yeah. I was so weird and
that
so
seems
sensitive.
A little overly.
I was sensitive. I mean,
cried
abnormally so.
Sauerkraut. Well,
yeah.
John had sort of a few days of an upset stomach, so he was trying to re-probiotic himself by eating just the grossest foods ever.
Good.
So
smart guy.
Yeah.
It's time for a song.
Okay. What do we have now?
It's called...
I can pee while this happens.
Okay, it's called Road to Germany, and of course I don't know who it is, but I'll tell you later. was Pete's Posse. Pete Sutherland. What a fiddler
Some
that
fly
guy
fiddling.
is.
He is pretty incredible.
Man, he is, talk about mature. He's a mature fiddler. He's got it. He has got it. And what a great band and what a great mix.
It was pretty good.
So,
It was okay.
yep, it was all right. we could do better, right? Yeah. Gotta
Never.
Oh, jeez.
I could play a fiddle starting right now every day for the rest of my life, and I don't think I'd catch up. But I'm lame like that.
I meant to ask you,
What?
how are you, Emily Howe?
Thanks for not putting the two hows together. Oh no, only I can do that.
What? How?
I remember I told you how irritated I am. This is one of my reasons why I have phone phobia. I don't like calling people and saying, "Hi, this is Emily Howe. How are you?" I don't like saying the hows right together like that.
Yeah. I know.
It feels awkward.
Well, you should come to my house because my phone's broken again.
That's awesome.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally broken. It's like it's as if my phone was telepathically understanding how much I hate to talk on the phone, and it broke itself. Because I didn't do it.
fantastic.
I swear I did nothing. It was working.
Maybe I did it when I was over there.
It happened after
I didn't,
Christmas.
though.
No, it
Sorry.
happened after Christmas. It's just, it stopped working. I didn't notice for about a week, which shows you how connected I am to phone communication. Not. But I do have the cell phone. So some people, if you really need to talk to me, you figure out how to call me on my cell phone.
You can call her on her cell phone.
I'm going to record you soon.
You don't. But wait, my joke is lost on you because you don't listen to pop music, so you don't know.
Oh, what was that?
That's a song. You can call me on my cell phone.
Really? It is?
Yeah. But there's a spoof version of it
What
done
an
by like a
original
little
song.
mermaid who's like, you can call me on my cell phone, and it's really cute.
Aren't like lyrics so fantastic these days?
Yes, they're just
They're so deep
well
and
thought
meaningful.
out. I tend to like to listen to pop music when I'm driving in the car sometimes. And John doesn't like to listen to any music. Well, he likes to listen to VPR or NPR when
That's how I
we're
am.
driving. And driving already I just feel kind of tense, so I don't want to listen to people talking when I'm driving. I just want to listen to like mindless, really like catchy beats.
Oh,
So I put on
I'm the opposite.
pop music.
Talking helps me relax in the car.
Yeah,
whereas
but you're not top.
But I get music.
being talked at.
Yeah, music carries me to another place, which
'cause
feels.
you're a musician.
No, it's like taking drugs when you're driving. I don't take drugs when I drive. I mean, I don't.
Or most ever, really.
I don't listen to music. I don't want to alter state when I'm driving.
Well,
If
I
don't
can't.
want to.
Talking is too distracting to me, so I like the pop music, but John doesn't
Does
usually.
can describe to me what kind of feeling it gives you to listen to that music?
It makes you feel like you're in
So-
your own little music video.
Kind of boppy.
Yeah.
I mean, it just uplifts your spirit just a little bit. Kind of takes you off your own problems.
I think so. It's altered state of reality, but John was listening to some of the lyrics, of course, music that he's never heard before, and I can almost sing along with all of them, and I was doing so because I like to sing in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And John is like, one song literally says maybe the same like 4 words over and over and over again, and John is like, "This is crazy! How are there songwriters who get money for writing this stuff?"
What
Like,
were the 4
I
words?
don't remember. Like,
That's
when he comes to pick us up, we'll ask him. But
yeah.
Well, how are people making money?
But
on
it just shows you that music fills so many different roles in our lives. It's not just for kind of intelligent conversation or clever, complex ideas. I mean, obviously that's like beyond obvious.
Yeah.
But it can be.
And then we were just noticing that the catchiest ones, the ones that are the most popular, have the simplest lyrics.
Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that some of us kind of came into music at a certain time when there was a lot of emphasis on
Turning poetry into music.
Yes.
Right.
And I mean, I guess there's different points in history where people have applied poetry to music in that way.
And I like that kind of music. It's just not my driving music.
Yeah.
Because that is like talking. You hear it. You hear a story. You hear emotion. You think. It's not just the same repeated phrase over and over again to a beat.
It's interesting because rap for some people, rap brings the two things together because there is rap that has very good poetry in it, but it also, of course, has beats that are compelling and danceable and so on. So
Which is weird that I'm not a huge rap fan at all.
It feels so urban to me, and I don't feel like an urban girl.
Yeah, me too.
You know, if I lived in Boston, I used to live in Boston, and maybe if I lived in Boston, I'd think it was cool because I could relate it to my environment, but I just can't do it. But it's okay. I respect it. I think it's got some mojo.
Yeah.
So,
oh, brother.
I made this weird connection. You know how your cats come up and they, like if you're lying on the couch, they'll come up and they'll need you?
No, remember I told you I'm really disappointed in my cats because they don't need.
Oh, you have needless cats.
Yeah, it's
that's
so annoying.
Odd.
All I wanted was them to need, and they're really good cats in every other respect. But you put one on your lap or you put it on your stomach and you lay there, and I'm just waiting for them to begin that little kneading process that I want.
You should do it to them.
I have tried, and I've actually taken their little paws when they're sitting, and I've said, look, this is how you do it. And I've like mushed them back and forth, mush, left, right, only a little claw, little less claw. Well, you know, they just are irritated. They're like, "What are you doing? This
you know
is
what
stupid."
It's like? I figured out why it feels so good to us to have cats do that to us. It's like when we're kids and we're playing doctor with each other. Like one person's the doctor and they sort of poke the other person, or they
just give you a shot repeatedly.
They give you a shot and they either punch you in the arm or they poke you, and it's just. I mean, it's not maybe with boys it's different because they actually hurt each other, but with girls, when girls play doctor, they kind of give each other these gentle prods and pushes, and it's just such a pleasant experience to have.
Well, it's attention.
It's attention.
My sister pointed out the other day that she loves going to the dentist because she sits in a chair and someone pays like complete attention to her for like 20 minutes straight.
Spoken like a true mother of small children.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh my God, that is that feeling.
Yeah.
But no, I think I saw my cats do it once, so they're holding out on me. I saw them do it to our sheep fleece little pelt that they like to lay on in front of the fire. I saw one come over and give it some needs, and I caught him, and I was like, I knew you knew how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
my cats, each one has a different technique. Like this one cat that I have, she gets so into it, she becomes completely mesmerized with her own rhythmic
I'm gonna
activity.
Hold that cat.
Yeah,
next time I come over.
It's Noodle. I mean,
Okay.
she goes somewhere else. She goes to the fifth dimension. I swear, she leaves this planet, but her body is still involved with the push-pull thing.
Yeah,
Push-pull.
God.
Maybe that's something about 2018. It's going to be push-pull, finding that balance between pushing and pulling.
Cats have got it down.
Yeah, cats are
not my
showing
cats,
us. If we look around, our world shows us these deep, deep metaphors about
Metaphoric
existence.
metaphors.
Metaphoric metaphors?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to understand that, but not much.
Well,
so it's what else?
I don't know. My list is.
Yeah. No, we've done. The only other thing I had on my list was I just had to ask you, what should I do with all my old National Geographics? Should I hold on to them?
So what should you do? You remember mine?
Yes.
Actually, we don't have most of them. Are you writing without looking? That's amazing.
I'm writing National. There's no reason for me to be doing that except that my hand was on my pen and,
Oh, your pen has lost its little butt end there.
This isn't my pen. This was in the...
I was going to say, you
didn't
have
bring
used that pen hard in the last week since I last saw you.
Well, I do pen hard.
You do pen
like
hard.
you Christmas hard?
Yeah.
I pen hard. Let's start using nouns as verbs in 2018.
I'm fine with that. The English language is already so screwed.
Insufficient.
There's no point.
Yes, and even our leaders are not using it
keeping
well.
up
So
any form of pretense that we're going to use it properly anymore.
Let's make the English language great again.
Now let's do that.
One word at a time.
We're the only ones who can do it. No one can do it as well as we can do
Absolutely.
it.
All right. Well, I guess we have to say goodbye, and we have to thank everybody for just...
Christina, we never, ever said what we are or what we're doing or who pays us.
Oh, heck.
Oh, yeah, nobody pays us, but who pays this place?
Heck.
Sorry, you guys.
Sorry.
That's
You'll never
Christina.
know.
I'm Emily.
If we never tell you, it won't ever be known.
You guys did tune into 11th Hour Radio on WFVR LP 96.5, Royalty Community Radio.
Yeah.
Thank you, underwriters and sponsors.
Yes.
Do we have time to say them?
Sure. Not if you pause like that.
Sorry, no pausing. Sorry. Tunbridge Grease Collective, Mountain Folk, and Howvale Farms are the awesome ones who allow us to continue doing whatever it is that we do.
Yeah, we're just so excited to be here again for another year. You're going to have to put up with this.
Is this going to be
until they fire us?
Is this going to be our 5th year?
They're going to fire us this year.
No.
We're going to just be thrown off the air. One day we're going to come in and
why
there's
have
going
they
to be
not fired us
There's
yet?
going to be a padlock on the door. And there's going to be,
Say,
that's
no, Christina and Emily.
That
this means you.
The red circle with the slash across it, and
our
11th hour radio, and then a big slash. So, but until then, we've had a great time. Be back next week. Thanks for listening.
Stay warm.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get a song going on our way out here.
Back to work, it's that time of year. Summer's come and gone. The leaves are falling in the woods, feeling good like I should. Nothing can bring me down. Yeah, winter is a girl and she can be warm. When it was cold outside, we laid in bed till the candle went out, but our hearts are still alight. I want this winter. Well, I want this winter to keep me warm. To keep me warm. Back to home, back to church, underpaid and overworked. I can see her now. It's warm outside, but I'm feeling cold. Looking young and active